All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So let's get right into this lesson.
I'm about to blow your mind with this one. In the Bible, America is referred to as Mystery Babylon the Great. Why? It's because most people don't even know why they do certain things, where they come from, just like New Year's. Many people don't even know that January is named after the Roman god named Janus. And look what it says here. Modern New Year's celebrations on January the 1st are directly rooted in ancient Roman honoring of Janus. So how did they honor this Roman god named Janus? Vows and resolutions. As it says here, Romans made promises to the god at the start of the year. Look what else it says. A custom that evolved into the modern tradition, a New Year's resolution. They gave him sacrifices and offerings. And what was one of those sacrifices and offerings? They sacrificed wine unto them. What do they do on New Year's Eve parties? What is flowing in every party and every club? So if you are making New Year's resolution or celebrating a New Year's Eve party, look what it says. Today's New Year's Eve reflection and New Year, New Me resolutions are psychological echoes of Janus. Do you worship another god? I'm about to blow.
Right, so as you can see, we know that January comes from the term Janus, and that a lot of people think that the new year has nothing to do with paganism, but we're in Mystery Babylon, where pretty much everything has to do with paganism, right? It's just up to you, especially as stewards, right? Let's get that definition out. Stewards. Stewards. Up. Alright. Let's see. A person employed to manage another property, especially a large house or estate. Right. So, in this case, we're managing our soul. Right. We're making sure we're not participating in these um uh wickedness, right? And we make sure that we're not trying to be close to this pagan worship, right? So a lot of people always say every single year, since the day they could start to speak, they always say New Year, or they say New Year, New Me. But we know that the New Year doesn't start in January, right? It starts in springtime, right? The New Year doesn't start when things are dead. The New Year starts when things are alive, right? So this thing of New Year, New Me, uh, or whenever someone says Happy New Year, or New Year's resolutions, or New Year's kiss, all has to do with the pagan god Janus, or also known as January, right? America is just Rome all over again, right? So this is why it's important as Israelites to find out what these traditions mean, to find out what these customs mean, right? And to find out the right way to celebrate things, because according to according to January, of course, in Esau's time it's 2026, right? But according to January, the people celebrate the New Year in January. But as Israelites, we celebrate it in the spring. And the Lord said, spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Right? Speak ye unto the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take them to every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. For an house. Right. So, as you can see, this will go into Passover, right? So we know that in January they say their New Year's new tradition and all that other stuff, that pagan stuff. But for us as Israelites, in the springtime, on the first month, I believe it is end of March, possibly begin. I believe it's the end of March. I could be wrong. I'll check it up for this year, but we know that in the springtime, in the first month, that's that's the actual New Year, and we actually have a custom to actually keep Passover in that New Year, right? Which is a true New Year, which is a true blessing to start off the actual year, right? Says we're here in Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall give him into his hand until a time and times of dividing from time. And the big point here is, and to think to change times and laws, right? So this man Esau, he has changed times and laws. He has convinced the world that the new year starts when everything is dead, right? Esau has convinced the world that everyone must start their year like this, right? So, and then Esau also has changed laws. So, for instance, there used to be a thing where adultery is punishable by death, but for Esau, it's a no biggie. It's not punishable by any means, right? So we know that Esau is the wicked, and we know that he is the Antichrist that speaks out against Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So, brethren, if you're new to this truth, and you celebrate a New Year's party, or you start off saying New Year's New Me, or New Year's resolution, or Happy New Year, repent and don't keep these pagan traditions of Janus ever again, right? And we know as Israelites in this truth that we're not down with the new year regardless, because we know the new year is in the spring when things start to come alive, right? Right? Think about it. People really barely go out. People don't really go outside when it's cold, when it's dead outside, right? And things in the winter hibernate. Bears hibernate, certain animals hibernate, right? I think you have tadpoles that hibernate under ice. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But in the spring, your trees that had no leaves start to gain leaves again, colorful leaves. Bears are not in hibernation. Flowers start to bloom, right? And the weather gets warmer. Which sounds like alive and which sounds like dead? Alive is the springtime. And alive, the springtime is where the new year really starts. So, but Esau has managed to deceive us that we don't even have the common sense to obviously know that the springtime is where the new year's at. So I hope this lesson is edifying to the elect and hopeful elect, 144,000, and thank you to elders, apostles, and brethren, help teachers this truth, and all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shine Shalom.